Well, hello, all of my students. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jay, and I have the opportunity on today's lesson to help you improve your English fluency, comprehension, and vocabulary. And I am going to accomplish this today with an English listening lesson. And so I have a story that I hope picks you up if you're going through something difficult or having some tough times. Today's story, I hope, will really encourage you. And I'm going to read through it slowly, and then I'm going to read through it again a little bit quicker. As always, you can go down into the description of today's lesson and read along with me. There will be no words on the screen unless you turn on your subtitles. But I want you to get used to listening to English words and comprehending what they mean. So as I take a quick sip of water, let's get ready to dive into today's encouraging story. Conor had faced numerous struggles in his life, from financial difficulties to personal setbacks. Boy, is that relatable. Have you ever faced struggles in your life, whether it has been with your health, things going on in your family or marriage, or you have hopes and dreams, but you have had setback after setback after setback? And in my opinion, that's just a part of life, and it doesn't matter who you are. Sometimes difficult times can really take a toll on you. But let's continue with the story and see what happens. Despite these challenges, he remained hopeful that things would eventually improve. You've got to keep the hope. You've got to keep the faith. You've got to believe. You've got to trust God that everything is going to turn around. Personally, I believe life is just like nature in one sense. It has different seasons. And so you're going to have seasons in your life to where you go through fiery trials. You're going to have seasons in your life where you're lonely. You're going to have seasons just like the snake where it sheds skin and you change. You go through different changes. But we have to keep the faith and then just endure during those difficult times in life. One day, he received a check in the mail from a former employer, which turned out to be enough to pay off his credit card debt. Boy, Conor got a breakthrough. He got some miracle money in the mail. I really personally believe that weeping endures for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And hard times don't last always. Even though sometimes it seems like it, we can all have that Conor experience one day. One day. That's all we need is one day to turn things around. The news was like a ray of sunshine breaking through the clouds for Conor. Conor outside like, yes! Yes! Boy, go ahead, Conor. He had been weighed down by the burden of debt for so long, and now he saw a glimmer of hope. So he was hoping in what he could not see, but then when he finally got that check in the mail, he said, oh yeah, things can only get better and better. And that's why I say we've got to hold on. No matter what you're going through, you got to just hold on. You got to endure. You got to persevere. It gets tough, but I believe situations like this make us better people. With the deck cleared, look at Conor. Conor left or felt a sense of relief and freedom that he hadn't experienced in years. Woo! Have you gone through something for years? I have. Man, I'm going through something right now. He decided to celebrate by taking his family out for a nice dinner. Something they hadn't been able to do in a long time. Now, what I like about Conor's story here is that once he got a change in his life, he shared it with other people. When something good happened to him financially, of course, he took care of his business, but then he turned around and was a blessing to his family. Isn't that how it should be? You should share the good things that God has allowed to happen for you and to you with others. As they sat around the table, Conor couldn't help but feel grateful for the turn of events. It's nothing like a great testimony. It's nothing like being able to share with someone what you have come through and to be appreciative of what you've gone through. You know, I never want to get to the place to where I forget what it's like to struggle. Even though I may not want to go through the struggle again, but I never want to forget the struggle, because there's always going to be people that have something that they're struggling with. And we should appreciate that we've made it to the other side and try to help others to make it through what they're going through. The next day, Conor woke up with a renewed sense of purpose. Oh yeah, he's focused now. Done got that debt paid off. Woo, woo. I bet Conor is feeling great. He knew that life would still have its challenges, but he was determined to face them head on. Yeah. As soon as you get one victory, there's going to be another battle waiting on you. So learn what you need to learn when you go through. Come out with the victory, but be prepared because there's going to be another challenge. Conor's story was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for a brighter tomorrow. Wow. What a great story. What a pick-me-up. And I think I did pretty good trying to encourage those who are watching today. Okay, now it's time to read through the story again. And this time I'm going to read at a faster pace without stopping, without putting my 2 cents in or giving an explanation for different things going on in the story. Are you ready? All right, let's dive in. Conor had faced numerous struggles in his life, from financial difficulties to personal setbacks. Despite these challenges, he remained hopeful that things would eventually improve. One day, he received a check in the mail from a former employer, which turned out to be enough to pay off his credit card debt. The news was like a ray of sunshine breaking through the clouds for Conor. He had been weighed down by the burden of debt for so long, and now he saw a glimmer of hope. With the debt cleared, Conor felt a sense of relief and freedom that he hadn't experienced in years. He decided to celebrate by taking his family out for a nice dinner, something they hadn't been able to do in a long time. As they sat around the table, Conor couldn't help but feel grateful for the turn of events. The next day, Conor woke up with a renewed sense of purpose. He knew that life would still have its challenges, but he was determined to face them head on. Conor's story was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for a better tomorrow. Wow. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's listening lesson. No words at the bottom of the screen, and I just read through, and I hope that it helped improve some of your comprehension. And as I like to say, you get the rhythm of hearing English spoken at a certain pace that you can still understand. As always, I want to say thank you so much for spending just a few moments out of your day here on the channel. I am so grateful that so many of you take time to watch my lessons every single day. I am really, really grateful and appreciative. Thank you so much for all of the kind words and encouragement. Let me say, I know my style here is different than other English teachers and tutors on YouTube, but all I can do is be the best me that I can be. And I'm glad that my style of teaching is helping so many of you. Please consider, if you enjoy the lessons that I have here, to become a channel supporter or a member of the channel. Down in the description, you'll see a join button or link that you can become a channel member. And I have exclusive member only lessons and videos that only my members will see, and you can enjoy and get to know me and have so many different perks and loyalty badges. All of that is included, but I want to give you the opportunity just to show your support for the channel. Well, with that being said, as I always say, I hope you join me on my next English lesson. Keep the faith. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you.